Hello lovelies! Today we are going to be doing a what I eat in a day, and I'm really excited about it. Today's video is sponsored by General Mills and Cheerios, and I'm going to be taking you through a very random eating day. P.S. I'm pregnant and very nauseous, so excuse me if I only eat carbs today. Now, of course, my general disclaimer that what you're about to see is for entertainment purposes only. This should not be taken as a prescription of how to eat or even what I necessarily eat on a regular basis every single day, because every moment, every day, every kind of hour, every week, every meal is so different just depending on what I'm doing, what I'm craving, and obviously just like what I have in the fridge. So take this as a fun little glimpse into like a random work day and enjoy. Okay, well on that note, let's do this. Good morning, everyone. It's really early here. It's 4:50 in the morning, which is even early by my standards. I didn't sleep well last night because you know when you gotta wake up early for something important, you just kind of keep waking up a little bit early before your alarm. Is it time yet? Is my alarm gonna go off soon? Is it gonna go off soon? That's what I was going through. But we have to get ready super quietly because everybody is sleeping. And I'm gonna hit the road today early because we're going to Hamilton for a TV segment. So this is winter, my friends. It is super dark outside. It is super cold outside. I'm just grateful that it's not snowing right now because I hate to drive a long distance in the snow. I'm not really hungry right now, but I might get feeling a little nauseous and hungry on the way. So I've got a big bottle of sparkling water to get me started for the day. Also just easy on the belly things, a banana and a clementine, which are my favorite things in the world right now. So, all right, let's get going. All right, so I just arrived. They quickly did my makeup. I'm gonna just straighten my hair a little bit, get myself completely dressed and ready to go, and then it'll be showtime. Very hard to do this with the opposite hand and backwards. Really not doing much here. All right, and my amazing stylist is just getting everything ready here. So this is what it's gonna look like when it's done. Still lots to do, so I gotta finish this up. Okay, so I am pretty much all ready to go. I'm just gonna take a little breakfast break and sit down for a second while my stylist finishes up the table. I've made myself some tea. It's just nice herbal tea. I don't ever have caffeine before a TV segment, but definitely not while pregnant. I've also got some hard-boiled eggs. I'm going to try to have a little bit of protein. And I made myself like a breakfast sandwich kind of thing with some whole grain sourdough, some natural peanut butter, and some cherry chia jam that I made, and I put a little bit of hemp hearts on top as well for some extra nutrition. So that I'm really looking forward to. So good. Okay, so I really could only stomach like one of my 2 eggs, but now I'm seeing this like tiny little piece of one of my favorite Tim Hortons donuts. It's a chocolate glazed donut, so I'm definitely going to crush that right now. Well, barely survived that one. Not my best segment, because I thought I was like legit going to throw up. And I kind of had to like cough/choke it out on camera. So that was really fun. But I'm gonna go get myself home and do a little workout, and yeah. I might have a snack on the way, so we'll see how I'm feeling. The last time I remember throwing up in my first pregnancy, it was coming home from Hamilton. So let's hope this isn't going to be a repeat. Oh, well, I finally am here at the gym, and honestly, every single time I come home from Hamilton, it's like Waze takes me on a tour of the GTA, and I see regions of Toronto and the outskirts of Toronto that I have never seen before. So it's always a little bit of an adventure. I'm starting to feel a little nauseous again. Thankfully, managed to drive
without throwing up, so that's a win. But I think I'm gonna try to eat the other egg that I left from earlier. And I think I have a clementine as well that I might have a little snack on. I'm also thinking about getting a Starbucks because I have a few minutes. So I'll see how I'm feeling after the egg. The thing about this day sickness, I'll call it, because it's literally all day and all night and all morning and everything, is that it's really kind of gotten me back in touch. Not that I've ever been out of touch recently, but really forced me to definitely be mindful in my eating, really kind of shake up the routine, because sometimes I can't eat a normal size meal, that's something that I would have otherwise in the past had for a specific meal or a snack. So I've had to eat a lot slower, check in with myself multiple times, because I will feel really sick when I don't eat, and then I eat, and if I literally have one bite too much, I feel even more sick. So it really does force me to slow down. So juicy. You can see the spritzies coming off. Yum, yum. So that was an awesome workout. I am kind of obsessed with Legree. It's low impact, which I love, and it's really great for not getting my heart rate too high. And typically it is pretty like core intensive, so I just kind of will modify some of the moves that I can't really do in this state. So usually I'll just do something else, more leg work or something. But yeah, today was a real glute heavy day, so I am definitely going to feel this tomorrow. And even though I'm like so tired from just not sleeping great, I always feel really so much better after I do some form of movement. It doesn't have to be extreme. You don't need to do any kind of like crazy boot camp, but just that like little bit of gentle exercise, I feel so much better. All right, so back from the gym, I feel great. I feel so much more energized now. And even though I'm not doing like a super crazy hard workout, I do still try to get a combination of protein and carbohydrates after a workout. That's just gonna aid in recovery. So today, a quick little snacky snack. I've got some Greek yogurt for protein. I'm also gonna swirl in some powdered peanut butter because I love the peanut buttery flavor, but also it's really high in protein as well. I'm gonna top it off with some frozen blueberries, which are gonna thaw in like a hot minute. I've also got some of my cherry chia jam, which I also put on my little sandwich, breakfast sandwich this morning. I will leave the link below for this recipe. It is a recipe that I probably make every single week for myself and for baby E, who I guess is like big boy E now. But anyways, it is delicious. And also hemp hearts. And of course, some original Cheerios, because I'm a big fan of a good crunch factor, but I also love that it's low in sugar and a whole grain cereal. So I do try consistently to choose whole grain cereals rather than refined grains because of the extra fiber and nutrients, which we know is really important for regularity, satiety, heart health, and blood sugar management. And I think there's a lot of misconceptions about cereals being inherently really high in sugar, but there's actually a lot of low sugar options out there that make it really easy for us to get in more whole grains. Now, a lot of people ask me, how do you know if something is whole grain? Well, basically, you want to look at the ingredient list, and what you are looking for is the words whole grain. They should be right at the top of the ingredient list. So you can see with Cheerios, it is the first ingredient. So not whole wheat, not multigrain, not enriched grain. You want to look for the words whole grain. And actually, General Mills products also now have this really easy to spot blue badge on the front of the package, which just makes it even easier to spot a whole grain option. So let's make a little balanced breakfast bowl. We're starting with some of that Greek yogurt. You could also use a plant-based yogurt if you prefer. A little powdered peanut butter, which we love. Baby E loves this too. Just adds that peanut butter flavor, and it's really high in protein. So, oh, I'm already making a mess. Oh dear. It's literally like peanut butter mousse. Look at this. This on pancakes is so good. My hands, it's a problem. These on. cuts. Looking very stained, gonna wash my hands, but that is the final gorgeous snack bowl. Okay. We'll get some of that chia jam, some of the peanut butter, yogurt, and all those Cheerios. Baby E would love this. I think he's at a play group right now, so I might have to save him just like a little taste for like a pre-nap snack or something, because this is really good. Okay, so this is pretty much the end of my portion. I've saved a little bit for baby E. I'm going to go have a shower and attempt not to get my hair and makeup wet. You know, because I just washed it yesterday, so blonde problems. And then we got a lot of work to get done today, so let's get to it. Okay, so I got a lot of emails that I gotta get through, a conference call in about 10 minutes. So I'm gonna get started on that. But if you're wondering why I'm glowing, it's because I use this kind of SAD light therapy lamp while I'm working. Not so much for SAD, but more because I do find it helps with my circadian rhythms and helps with sleep a little bit. And since I started using it, I've actually been sleeping a little bit better. And that was like my discovery after I came home from Florida, where the sun was so bright and I was out in the sun all day. And then at nighttime, of course, it would be dark. And that juxtaposition seemed to really help my sleep. So I thought I would give it a try at home, and it's kind of working. So I'm gonna keep up with that, but I'm going to get to my emails. Okay, so I had a long conference call, wrote a blog post, and did a lot of email answering, and I feel like it's time for some lunch. So I'm feeling like soup. That is basically all I feel like now, because I'm no joke, this morning sickness thing is a big fat lie, because it's an all-day sickness, and as a result I don't really feel like eating anything super heavy, and soups just feel good to me right now. So basically every single weekend I make a big batch of soup, and this week I've got some split pea soup in the fridge, so very excited to get into that. It's like one of my favorites. And of course I want to have like some bread with the soup, and I thought, why don't we like boost the nutrition of the bread, and we make like an avocado toast to go with it. So I'm going to make a cheater easy version of the avocado toast that is in the Mindful Glow cookbook. If you don't have the Mindful Glow cookbook, friends, you need to get it. I'm going to leave the description, the link in the description below. It is, I mean, I know I'm biased, but it's really great. So this is the avocado toast that is in the book. We're gonna do a much lazier version than that. In fact, I'm not even gonna get the food processor out because my kid is sleeping and it's loud and I don't want to wake him up. Never wake a sleeping baby, even if it means, you know, a less beautiful, less Instagrammable lunch. So what we're gonna do for the avocado toast is I've got some white beans that I just kind of drained and rinsed. I don't need the whole can's worth just because I'm making this for me and maybe a little bit for baby E. So I'll just put a few of them into the bowl. And we've got an avocado here. And I think I'm only gonna need like half the avocado. I don't need to go crazy. I am gonna cut it on the board because avocado hand is a real thing, my friend. And there are a lot of doctors out there who talk about how in the ER, a lot of people come in with like sliced hands because they're like cutting their avocado in their hand. That is dangerous. I just realized like it was scary what I was just doing, so don't do that. We're gonna let you see what's going on here. All right, we've got our white beans. I'm gonna mash them up. Like I said, normally I would put all of this into the food processor, but it's noisy, so let's not do that. Let's try to be quiet so my sweet little babe can enjoy a long, luxurious 3-hour nap. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be really nice? I mean, As you can tell, I'm like kind of talking quietly because I don't want to wake that sweet boy. So I just kind of mashed it up, not anything beautiful. Adding in the avocado half here. This is gonna really boost up the avocado toast because I find, yes, avocado is amazing. It's rich in fiber, it's rich in healthy fats, but there's no protein here. So I feel like I need a lot of protein to just feel my best. So I just figure we'll throw in some of these white beans and just boost it right up. I'm also gonna add in a little squirt of, so you can see, like normally, like in the book, it's super, super smooth and pureed, but this is what it's gonna look like here. A little bit of lemon juice, of course, to prevent browning, and also add in a little bit more flavor. I love any kind of acidity. And I feel like we need some salt and pepper. All right, so that's gonna be our filling. I mean, you could totally eat this. In fact, I'm gonna save some of it because I feel like my kid is gonna want to just like eat it by the spoonful. But you can also like smear it on a little bit of toast as like a breakfast or a snack. It's really good. Okay. So, toasty toast. This is that amazing whole grain sourdough that I had for breakfast. It was so good. I really always look forward to a good bread. Okay, I'm gonna toast it. Okay, here is some of the split pea soup, which still smells so good. I sometimes find that split pea soup, it kind of gelatinizes and like thickens up a lot in the fridge as it sets. So if you find it's too thick, if you've made like a big batch and it's too thick when you go to reheat it, you can always add like a splash of stock or just like a little splash of water and pop it in the microwave, or if you're reheating it on the stovetop or whatever. It just helps to loosen everything up a little bit. All right. Load on some of this avocado. Throw in some tomato. And a sprinkling of hemp hearts. And I'm gonna top mine off with some crunchy chickpeas as a nice little, kind of like a crouton. So good. I'm very excited to have this. Poppy's in her lair. Do you see her? Hi, Poppy. Do you want a tomato? Good girl. Okay, so I think I hit my maximum. You can see I almost finished my soup. And I almost finished my toast. But it's like one bite too much and I feel really full. So gonna take it easy, drink some water, answer some more emails. I've got another blog post I have to write. Then I promise myself / baby E, though he doesn't even know, that I'm going to make him his favorite muffins today. So that's on the agenda. That has to happen. And so I gotta get through a few things first, but we're gonna get there. I can't even be bothered to go up into my office where my sad light is, because I just feel like I'm gonna come right back down here in like a hot minute just to cook those muffins. So I'm just gonna hang out here at the breakfast bar for the rest of the afternoon. Okay, so I pulled up my recipe for my blog and I realized I'm missing a few ingredients, so we're going to freestyle a little bit. Basically, it's not a big deal. I'm missing 2 of the eggs, so I've got some flax eggs sitting in the fridge, just glooping up as it does. And I don't have any baking powder here. I guess it's all at the studio. I only have baking soda, so I'm gonna makeshift baking powder by mixing together baking soda, 1 part baking soda with 2 parts cream of tartar. So that's what we're gonna do. But let's make these muffins. They are one of Baby E's favorite snacks. They're peanut butter and banana. I'm gonna use blueberry, though in the recipe that I wrote, it's with cherries, but I don't have any more cherries because I used them all in the cherry chia jam. So I've only got some frozen blueberries and they are going to be delicious. So let's get making some muffins. Okay, so first of all, we got some bananas. I've got some microwaving in the fridge, but anytime I have extra bananas, I literally pop them into a freezer bag so that I can pull them out anytime that I need like I've got a recipe that calls for really ripe bananas and I don't have any that are perfect. My freezer always does. So that's what I've got going on right now. Okay, so first I've got my peanut butter, just a 1/4 cup, but you could use almond butter or cashew butter, whatever you like best. Then I've got my ripe bananas. I'm gonna measure these. I need 2.5 cups, so hopefully I've got enough. I've got an already dead one here that's gonna go in as my last 1/2 cup. Normally you would do 3 eggs, but because I've only got 1 egg left, I've got 2 flax eggs in the fridge. I'm going to add those as well. I also forgot that I don't have melted butter, so I'm going to have to find some coconut oil, so just bear with me. Restyling it is. These are gonna be mainly plant-based today. And I think I'm going to use up all my oil. All right, close enough. Whew, it's cold out here. So I'm going on a quick little walk-see here, and I'm going to actually get a blood test because I'm in a point of my pregnancy where I'm able to do something called the NIPT, which is an early genetic screening test. So I'm going to go get that done today. Usually, actually, at this stage, you can also find out the sex of the baby if you want, but we are going to be leaving that to a surprise because that's what we did last time and we really enjoyed that. So yeah, gonna get my blood drawn and I'm already out of breath. Oh my gosh, pregnancy, why? I'll catch you when we get back home. Oh. Okay, so that was a quick little trip. Wasn't too bad. Sometimes I find I have to wait like forever at those labs, but it was really not busy. I guess going in the middle of the day is actually a really good idea. Most people probably go before work or after work. So that's the nice thing about having my flexible schedule. But trudging in the snow made me a little bit nauseous and a little bit hungry. So I thought this would be a good opportunity to get some veggies in. I'll be totally honest, being pregnant in these first few months have definitely not made me want to eat a whole lot of raw vegetables. So normally I'm a big salad eater. I like always have at least like 1 salad a day. I love salad, I love greens, I love the crunchiness. I have had a hard time finishing a salad the past few weeks, but for some reason I got home and I was like craving cucumbers, so I'm gonna have some cucumber and some carrots with some tzatziki. I love tzatziki, and my son also loves tzatziki, so we always have it in the house. I didn't feel like eating raw carrots, so I'm eating Baby E's like steamed baby carrots. They sounded like, I love baby carrots, hence why my hands are orange. Everybody likes to point out. Don't know why. I don't even eat that many baby carrots and you know, sweet potatoes. I really don't eat them every day, but for some reason I'm just super sensitive and my hands turn very orange. Whatever, that's just me. I'm gonna keep eating the healthy fruits and vegetables that I love. Anyways, I'm going to try to get some veg in, and I'll see you after the workday's over. I think I needed some more water, so this is helping. Also, to all the pregnant ladies out there who are in the first trimester and you guys are literally just like eating chips all day and you feel really super guilty about it, worrying that like your baby's gonna be unhealthy or you're doing something wrong, just know that it doesn't really matter. Do whatever you have to do to survive these weeks. Honestly, there's no judgment. And honestly, whatever feels good to your body is what's best for you and baby. Your baby will literally take any nutrients that you have in your body first. So don't worry about baby not getting enough. I'm pretty confident that in most cases it will. Try your best to nourish yourself as much and as often as possible. So I find that those smaller kind of meals feel best to me, but of course go with what works for you and your body. But you know, just test it out. It takes a little bit of experimenting. I've really found that my normal meals and my normal meal sizes and my normal meal times have not been working for me, and so I've really just been letting my body be my guide. So trust it, even if you feel like it's telling you the wrong things. You just got to get through these weeks, and I promise you, probably, I mean, I'm trying to promise myself this, by sometime in the second trimester, you will be feeling a lot better, and you'll be feeling like eating vegetables again, and you won't just want to eat butter and toast every single meal, all day, every day. So there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and by that time, you're going to be like, oh, I'm so craving a good salad. That's what it was like for me in my last pregnancy. And actually with my last pregnancy, I also really did not feel like eating meat. So that's been like a really big theme both times. Not a big meat eater. Don't really feel like, I totally went off fish. I couldn't eat fish. I couldn't eat chicken like for my entire pregnancy. I really just had eggs and a lot of beans and pulses and things like that. So that seems to be what's working for me again this time. So I'm gonna keep at it because that's really kind of been the theme, like the road I've been going down anyways. So yeah, a few little thoughts while I enjoy my veggie snack. I'm gonna use this time to respond to some of your lovely comments on my YouTube channel. Most are lovely. Some, not so much. But I just ignore those. Mom time. Ow. Okay, so baby E is playing in the den for now. I figured I'm going to make some roasted broccoli. I just have had a hard time eating a lot of vegetables, but I'm kind of craving some kind of like roasted broccoli with like, you know, some balsamic flavor. I don't know. I like the tanginess. That's really what's appealing to me right now. So we're gonna keep it super simple because I have about 30 seconds before somebody starts screaming mama at the top of his lungs. I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do this. So I've got my baking sheet and the oven is preheating to 400 degrees or so. At the beginning of the week on like Sunday, I take any of my produce and I'll chop it up. It'll just save me so much time during the week when things get crazy. And my mom actually sewed me these little produce bags. So don't you think she needs an Etsy shop? I keep telling her, she's such a Martha Stewart. Anyways, those are going down. And then, because I'm super, super lazy, I have some leftover balsamic vinaigrette that is really, really good. It's made with like a really rich, aged, syrupy balsamic vinegar and lots of, a little bit of olive oil and lots of Dijon mustard. So I'm actually gonna toss it in that because I feel like it's gonna keep it caramelized really, really good. So that is probably plenty. Uh-oh, I hear the little one. All right, I need some kind of utensil. One second. I think that's good. So let's do a little pepper and a little salt. And I'm gonna pop these into the oven. Okay, so I was going to make something for dinner from scratch, but today has been the longest day of life, so I'm over that. Also, my husband is in Vegas right now, so I'm single parenting the child. So no, I'm not gonna be cooking again, especially because we have so many leftovers in the fridge because we did like a big, huge kind of recipe testing day this week. So I have this amazing vegan, I'm calling it like a beefaroni, which I mean is very nostalgic for me. I don't know if you guys grew up eating canned beefaroni, but it was definitely a staple in my house, and this recipe turned out so good. Baby E loved it. I'm very excited to have 5th portion of it tonight. So I guess that's what we're gonna be having. So I have no idea how much I'm gonna end up being able to eat. The theme with dinner these days is that my eyes are tending to be bigger than my stomach. So I just feel really full really fast. So we'll see how I do tonight, but I love the idea of pasta. That's like totally what I'm craving. And also the fact that there's some, obviously some like really good protein in here from the meat, right? The soy-based meat, which is what I used. And so I'm gonna leave a link to the recipe below. It's so good. But basically it's like tomato sauce, the soy beef. I cooked some chickpea pasta for extra protein, which is always kind of my go-to pasta. Some spices, but it's really super easy and simple. And I'm gonna add a little sprinkling of like Parmesan cheese. You could do like cheddar cheese, or you could do a vegan cheese if you are completely plant-based. So that's gonna be my portion. And I've got baby E's dinner here, and I'll give him some of the roasted broccoli when it's out of the oven and cooled down. So looking forward to that. This is my dinner and some broccoli. We'll see how I do. And baby E's meal. Got a few extra standbys in there just in case he's like not feeling the beefaroni and wants to just eat like lots of vegetables, which I'm also okay with. All right, end of the day, finally. Want to try some of your pasta? You can use your fork too. You can use your fork like mommy. I miss vegetables, and these roasty balsamic veggies, so good. You have some broccoli too. You gonna try that? Yeah, like mommy. Abbey, you enjoying your dinner too? I really do find that kids eat so much better when you're eating the same things as them. Anytime that I have something different on my plate that he doesn't have, he legit freaks out. He will cry like the entire meal until I give it to him. And usually the only reason why I have something that he doesn't is because it's like super spicy and I know he's not going to like it, he will cry. But you know, he's crying anyway, so sometimes I just give in and let him try it, and then he can learn for himself, right? That's my parenting strategy. Yeah, you like the broccoli? Yummy too. Yeah, but I got lots more. Okay, I can tell he's starting to get really like distracted by this camera thing that I'm speaking into, and I'd love to continue to eat with you guys. But I'm gonna enjoy this family time, and I will see you after dinner, I guess, if I can stomach any little snacks and nibblies. Okay, bye. All right, folks, I am going to kind of begin my nighttime routine. I'm gonna wash my face. I'm gonna take all my supplements. So I'll show you what I'm doing right here. Basically, not too many right now, actually. I used to take a lot more. And if you guys are interested, I can do a whole video about all of my supplements in my fertility journey. But anyways, I'm taking right now omega-3s, prenatal, vitamin D, and this is an NAC, which there's some evidence for recurrent loss. So I continue to take that until 20 weeks. I've also got to take Pepsid, which is part of my regime, and Claritin, which is also an adjunct for my IVF and regime. My progesterone suppositories for another few days, and then one more estrogen patch. So I'm weaning off of a lot of these drugs, which I'm very excited about, and those are the ones that I have to take still. So let's get cleaned up. Just realized I've got broccoli in my teeth, so that's cool. I'm really good at swallowing a lot of pills. Down to just one, which is so awesome. Okay,
Okay, so to close off the day, I'm gonna watch some TV. Now I hear that baby E is asleep, which is awesome. I usually watch something that's like really mindless and easy, something that's not stimulating and can help me just like relax after a long day. I also always have like a little bedtime snack, and one of the things I've learned over the past few weeks is while I used to have like kind of like a nice like bowl of ice cream or you know, something like that. Usually I like ice cream. I just can't do really sweet creamy things right now. Doesn't sit well with me, and I just don't crave it at all. I've been going for either more savory snacks like popcorn or toast or cereal, something that's really easy on the belly, because this actually is the time where I feel usually the most sick in the days, is in the evening. I don't know if it's like a tired thing, but I do find that it's correlated to just my exhaustion. So tonight, I'm having a couple of these little mini muffins, and I'm gonna leave the recipe for these in the description below because they are a staple in our home. We make them like once a month, and I freeze them all, like a ton of them. They're all in the freezer right now. Baby had 2 of them after dinner, and I was like, oh, I really want one, but I was so full at dinner. So now I'm gonna have a couple right now. Also, just so you know, I ate all my broccoli and it was really, really yummy, and I so enjoyed it. I've been craving vegetables, but I just like, in a lot of these situations and meals, I just haven't been able to stomach them. So I'm really happy that they tasted really good to me today. So that was what I was feeling. I'm gonna enjoy these. I also, if I'm still hungry after this, I brought some pistachios out. Love pistachios. But I'm not sure I'm gonna finish them all, but they're really satisfying. So I do find I need a satisfying bedtime snack. Regardless, I'm probably gonna wake up in the middle of the night and need to have some crackers because I usually feel nauseous and starving at like 3 in the morning. So I always have some crackers by my bedside. But after I have my snack, I'm gonna brush my teeth. I'm gonna take my Magnesium Calm drink, which is just like a powder supplement that I take for relaxation and for sleep. And I am going to hope that I fall asleep really fast tonight, because you guys know I'm a bad sleeper and I did not sleep well last night, and I'm really, really tired. So I need a good sleep. So yeah, let's hope that tonight is a really good sleeping night. Well, friends, that is all for today. If you enjoyed my little what I eat in a day while pregnant and very nauseous, please give this video the thumbs up. Leave me a comment below with any other YouTubers that you want me to review when it comes to their what I eat in a days, any thoughts you had, any questions. I'm also going to be doing a kind of Q&A pregnancy edition, so be sure to leave your questions for me about that. Also a big thank you, of course, to General Mills and Cheerios for sponsoring this video. And of course, if you like this, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time on Abby's Kitchen. Bye.